Hello, everybody. This is Joseph Caristana from the studios of TVO channel in partnership with Ibuni Nigeria, Ibuni e-learning platform, Nigeria. I would like to say hello to the top team, Edmund and Chubaden. We're doing a great job. We're receiving a big feedback from our students and from our workers and also from our followers. The audience is growing and becoming really big worldwide. So that's really good to know. This is the live session of artificial um, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and tonight we'll also talk about artificial intelligence. So we will slowly add more concepts. So 1 minute to 8 p.m. here in Italy. Our studios are based in Rome, where we stay most of our time in the winter time, and other studios based in South Italy, based in on the tip of Italy. So we're talking about Calabria. We are in the studios of TVU channel and in the studios also of Mediterranean Academy of Cultural Diplomacy. So it's 8 p.m. sharp. I would like to say hello to our audience. Now let's wait some minutes to let the others come in. So I'm really glad, as you see, I also brought the microphone for our guests. So we will start now sharing this space with some guests. Okay. I also have this device here, really nice to measure the power of our voice. So few minutes and we will start. Okay, good. Just a few minutes. So we will let the others join, and obviously tonight you can notice a light improvement of our live broadcasting streaming technology because we did some improvements. As you understand, this is a work in progress project. It's a work in progress program. We are producers from Italy, so we are content generators from Italy, and we broadcast content worldwide. This time with you, with the Ibuni Nigeria program. But we are extending in whole Africa. We are also having connections with Morocco, with a new group called Cybercore, and other developers coming soon from other countries. So we want to explore what's happening in Africa. So I would like to say that a few minutes passed now to, okay, let's give time to some of the members to join. In the meantime, let me go immediately to the content of tonight. I will share now my screen. Let me just check if the others are joining. Okay, great. Great. Okay. I'm not going to share my screen. Here we go. Okay. So I'm ready um, to show chapter one and chapter two and the others. But tonight, there is also something really nice. We will repeat this video, but I would like to show you something. Okay. Because this is really something interesting regarding the early stage of go now to this link, really interesting link. I'm gonna obviously let the advertising scroll. Okay, so let's stop for a minute. Obviously, you have noticed he's gone, but he was one of the most famous singers in the world. We're talking about David Bowie. At the end of the 90s, a journalist asked him, uh, what did he think about the early stage of internet and these emerging technologies? Let's hear together this visionary rock star understood since the beginning everything. So let's see. This is a link that you will find on the course at the end on chapter 7 and chapter 8. So David Bowie already understood at the beginning of the early stage of development of internet that internet was something more. It was not only a simple tool. The link is available at the end of the course. So I invite all of you to hear this interview from one of the biggest visionary rock stars we ever had on Earth. Now, let's go back. You will find the link on the course at the end. Check chapter 7 and check chapter 8. Very good. Okay. Now, let's stop sharing the video. Let's get back. Okay, I would like to say hello to Enik Wenki. Hello. Okay, let me stop. Okay, now I'm back live. Let me say hello to Obina. Hi, Obina. Oh, okay, it's a few minutes past. I think we can start. And I hope the connection tonight is better. If you can give me feedback regarding the connection, but I think that things are doing better because we had last time a group of technicians improving our internet broadband connectivity. Very good. Let's go and start now this session of virtual reality. Let me share the screen. In the meantime, if you have questions, if you have observations, thank you very much, Virginia Urama. The connection is superb. We want that. We are working to get closer, and we are working to offer you not a simple e-learning platform, but we want something more. We want a TV show. We want a satellite program. We want to expand our knowledge around the world, and in particular with this local community that is growing really fast. So if we have speed in the connection, that's good because we can go faster to transfer knowledge. We can go faster to transfer concepts. As I said before, what is eBoonie e-learning platform? It is not a university. It is an info space of sharing experience. It is a special place for co-thinking. I'm here to trigger your imagination. I'm here to trigger your creativity to have a very good approach to this society, a hyper complex society. So we have to detect all the aspects of this society, not to remain end user, but to become a power user. Start learning to use very well all kind of technologies that can be used to shape our society. I'm not telling that you must become senior developers or senior coders. No, but you must know very well the technology around you. Okay, how to install, how to use an operating system, how to use equipment regarding virtual reality, regarding augmented reality, and regarding mixed reality, but also the AI ecosystem, because as you know, everything is connected. You cannot separate. It's an ecosystem. It's a high-tech ecosystem. Now, the course is starting very well. If you have any, oh, the audio is also cool. Thank you very much. So let's start this course. So I'm inviting you to start doing questions, observations, and let's start seeing and watching the first slides of the course. I'm sharing now my screen. I'm sharing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as we saw in the last time, chapter one, we already went through chapter one. Okay, I invite all of you that read the slides to click on this checkbox, mark as complete. So when you read and you finish reading the slide, then go ahead, simple click on this checkbox, mark as complete. Okay, but we saw chapter one, where we went through also chapter two, the origin of a virtual reality, about the origin of virtual reality, what is virtual reality, and so on, why NASA space agencies are using virtual reality. Maybe some of you would like to know something about this. So let's see this last slide of chapter two, space agencies and virtual reality. So here we have NASA has been exploring the possibilities of virtual reality. Why? It is simple to train their personnel to generate simulation where they can explore before sending their astronauts in space to detect hidden vulnerabilities of their space projects and space programs. So virtual reality is also used to generate many versions of the real reality. Many versions. What does that mean? Many versions. That means a lot. Because today, the power of calculation of high performance computers is endless. As we saw in the last lessons, there are computers that have a really, really high level of power of calculation measured in terms of petaflops. These supercomputers and now the emerging quantum computing can generate many versions of our reality, many scenarios, many trends. How? Let's see a timeline. Many scenarios in the future, many scenarios of future literacy and anticipation of the future. What does that mean? Let's make a quick check on this concept. Okay, ego metrics. Let's go on my personal website. Let's see if there's not too much traffic tonight. Okay, things are working very well. I think tonight we'll have a wonderful lesson. Okay, so virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, with the power of artificial intelligence, can generate many scenarios of our reality. Many scenarios. Based on what? On future literacy, on the discipline of anticipation. This is something really interesting. This link, I will send this link now on the chat and I will share it with you. But let's go and see on the English version of this section. Here it is. Okay. Future literacy. Let's open this link. Let's see if everything is working properly. Okay. So there are techniques. One of the techniques of future literacy of using virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality is to generate many versions of our reality. Space agencies do not want to explore only what can happen in one case, in one happening, but they must explore as many cases as possible to detect accidents, incidents, problems. So that's why they need more versions of reality. And to do that, they use the superpower of high performance computers, quantum computing, to detect the vulnerabilities of these versions of our reality. How? Using one technique called horizon scanning, megatrend analysis, scenario planning, visioning, and the last one is resilience dashboards based on that. Let's go back now live. Okay. 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 You must use the webcam, please. Okay. Malaki. Hi. For tonight, only only one connection or two connections. Okay, great. So two connections. Let me see. Remove from this call. Okay, remove. Yes. Now we have two connections. Please focus on your face. Okay, great. So very good. Very good. This is something that is really nice. Do you hear me very well, Malaki? I don't hear I don't hear your voice. Okay. Chiagozi, do you hear me very well? Okay, very good. So what do you think about this interaction? Okay, very nice. Did you go through the slides of virtual reality and are you starting to read the slides? Are you starting to click mark as complete? Very good. Are you happy about this kind of technology? Are you happy about this kind of technology that we are using? Okay, is this the first time is this the first time you are using this kind of technology, really complex video, audio platforms, e-learning? Is this the first time? Oh, okay. But do you think Kibuni is easy to use? Because we are trying to do our best to make it easy to follow all the students, to focus on the easy side of these platforms. So this is a question I would like to ask. If you find this approach a winning approach, for example, the connection tonight is really good because yesterday. Okay, thank you very much, Walaki. This was a test. Thank you. I can call you next time. Okay, very good. So we can now, somebody wants to join. Let me see who wants to join. Admit, okay. Admit. Let's see who else wants to join. Great. Dr. Charity Backup wants to join. Very good. But we need audio and video. Okay, I will call you next time, Chabe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see who else. So we need audio and video, not only audio. Okay. So welcome, Robinson. Welcome. Are you there, Robinson? Okay. Hello. How are you, Robinson? Are you okay? Okay. welcome to the live special guest session. You are special guest tonight, Robinson. Okay, everything. You are worldwide. Everybody is seeing you around the world. Okay, so we are doing our best, as you see, to make this platform easy to use. Ibuni must be easy to elevate knowledge with all the local communities. So let me now close some connections. So, okay. Uh, okay. So thank you for your time, Robinson. If you have any questions, you can do them. If not, I will call you next time. If you have any questions, any observations. Okay, so now let's go back. Stop sharing. Okay, let's go back to the studio. Wow. Thank you very much. And everybody. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, guys. We tested the live connection that works very well. So as you see, the platform is growing. It is becoming really powerful. This is not only a studio broadcasting platform, but it is also a production studio. So we can do a lot of things together. Okay. I can only use technology, but you must help us as a group, as a local community, to build new layers of knowledge, new courses, better slides, and let's say a better digital architecture. So next time or also later, I will be really, we made a connection with Google Meet, but I'm asking you now to do a connection inside Academy, inside the course that we are talking about. So virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. Click on the button BB Live Classroom to do another test. Okay. So are you ready to do this test? I'll now ask you, are you ready to click on the button inside Ibuni Academy? Are you ready to click on BBB button inside Ibuni Academy? Yes or no? If yes, we will do the test. Okay. It is good to know that this platform is developed and built for you, for local communities in Africa. We are sharing our knowledge. We are using technology to create cultural bridges from Italy with Africa, and in particular with Nigeria. So we are building cultural bridges to share our knowledge and you to share your knowledge with us. It is a mutual benefit. That's why we have to test live interaction between us and you. We tested Google Meet, it's working properly. Now we have to test BBB button inside Academy. Okay. Okay. So now I will share my screen again, and I would like to show examples that have been done by the Vatican with virtual reality technology. Okay, this is inside the Vatican. This is one of the best projects ever done in terms of resolution. Okay, and this is browser based. Browser based means that in some cases, when we know how to code very well, there's no reason to wear equipment, but it is only necessary to have a browser-based technology, like this example. Okay, we are inside the Vatican. Okay, this is one of the best projects ever done in the last years. Now let's see another room. Let's make a virtual tour in Salone Sistino inside the Vatican. Loading. As you see, with the browser-based technologies, virtual reality can be accessible. When we talk about accessible, we're talking about accessibility. So this is one of the main reasons why when we talk about this kind of technology, it must be standard technology. Standard means that it can be used also by the most popular browsers. Okay, this is one fantastic example. We can also navigate, loading. Obviously, the internal rooms have been scanned with hardware technology, really high level hardware technology. Here we are seeing how every page is loading, and we can go through. We can go through. It's a walking through experience. A walking through experience. As you see, it's a wonderful technology. Now let's stop sharing and let's get back. Okay, so today we tested many technologies. We tested live special guest technology using in parallel from YouTube Live and using in parallel. Let's see why this stream closed. Okay. We must be familiar with familiar with the use of this technology. So interaction with students is really important. 1 hour must not be anymore a one-way communication. I must not talk for 1 hour, but we must interact. We will also do that with live educational activities. We will go rather more on live explanation or discussions, but in the next weeks, we will use live sessions for live educational activities. For example, quiz online, surveys, interviews. So, reason why you must know very well how to be special guest of Google Meet or how to click on BBB button, because we must start a talk between me and you to share our level of understanding of the concepts. And we must also understand how we can give you more assistance. Okay, so offering also more better assistance. Okay, so that's why it is really important to have all of you as special guests next time in our studios. That is enough because when you talk about technology, you know, it can be heavy, heavy, heavy. Please, sir, has someone been merged? We have a question here from a famous update. He's asking, please, sir, has cybersecurity been merged with augmented reality and virtual reality? That's a good question, Famos. A really good question. We can say that it is called high-tech convergence. Everything will go and will match on the tip of the iceberg. All the arrows of all the sectors will go to one point, and that will be something really interesting because we are not ready to use digital virtual reality equipment in our daily lives. No, today it is still for science purpose for science technological reasons, for space agencies, as we saw before, like NASA or ESA, European Space Agencies, but it is not in our civil society. It is not yet in our daily life. Okay. We still need a couple of years. Then, when all the citizens become smart citizens, when all the citizens will understand many concepts like Internet of Things uh, existing in a smart city, this digital transformation is pushing the citizens into a tunnel, the tunnel of digital transition. It is not only digital transformation. So we have end users who are common citizens. But to elevate the knowledge, this is the name of the e-learning platform. Ibuni means to elevate. Ibuni means to elevate. To elevate the knowledge of a common citizen, we must transfer our knowledge to them to become a smart citizen. The whole society must become smart. So the digital transformation requires a digital transition. But in the middle, we have space economy. So it is not only a digital transformation, it is not only a digital transition, but it is called in global a planetary transformation, the extension of Earth economy to space economy. So it is not only digital transformation, about a digital transition into a tunnel where all these common citizens with more knowledge and more technical assistance will become smart citizens living not in an ordinary city, but in a high-tech city, a smart city. But all this will bring the local community to a planetary transformation because right now there are huge investments for space economy. So it is the extension of Earth economy to space economy. And once there will be a higher level of knowledge of technology among all the citizens, and when all these common citizens will become smart citizens means how to use technology, how to use interfaces, how to use operating systems. Every day we use our car, every day we use our smartphone, every day we use so many devices. Inside the studio, there are over 10 operating systems inside the studio. I must know how to handle 10 operating systems in hardware, in software, and in this digital architecture outside. So once we reach that level of public knowledge, of collective intelligence, then there will be the convergence of cybersecurity, of ID, personal ID, and it will be all merged into augmented reality and virtual reality. That will be called the new digital impulse space. You will have a huge sphere with pop-ups of information called block diagrams. Okay, information exploded. Only with your mind, you will click on a drop-down menu, or only with a gesture of your hand, you can pull information inside the simple space, dragging information. This is the future. You will drag and drop information in front of you, and it will be connected to your brain. So that's a good question, Thomas. Very good. I like that. So 1 hour is passing. If you have any personal observations, questions, we still have 5 minutes. Then I would like to end this really interesting. We are in a new studio. We made a nice investment to make streaming, broadcasting interaction at higher level. I think you have noticed that. Very good. So, no questions, no observations. I would like to thank you all for being here. I would like to thank our special guests. Next time, other special guests will be invited on Google Meet and will be invited on our other new platform because we activated new features with BBB, Blue Button, with Google Meet, and with other features. So for tonight, that's all the news. I would like to thank you all. Have a nice night or day because we are so far. Everybody is living in many, many countries. I would like to thank you all for following eBoonie e-learning platform and see you next time. Thank you.